Hey everybody, Questwise here, and today I want to talk to you about something a little bit different. I have a local a local comic book store near me that whenever they get something unique and kind of classic in, they always set it aside for me and give me a call. And this last week, this is one of the ones that popped up, Adventures Unlimited. This is a magazine that was put out by Bootstrap Press out of Canada, and it is a collection that came out quarterly, and it came out with a series of adventures in each one. And as you can see up here, we've got Shadowrun Adventure, Cult Adventure, Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay Adventure, Indiana Jones, MERP, and Street Fighter Adventures. This is issue number 3. I'm not really sure. I did a little bit of research into the company and into the magazine itself, and I couldn't really tell how long they lasted, but this came out in 1995. And I just wanted to do a kind of a quick flip through for this today and show you kind of what's inside and how awesome it really, really was for its time. Now, 1995, I began role playing in 1993, no, 1992, 91, 92, somewhere in there. So by 1995, I was thoroughly entrenched in the role-playing thing, but I had never, ever, ever discovered this. I grew up in a small town in northern Michigan where I still live, and I never had any stores that carried this type of a thing. So this is very unique to kind of come across, very, very awesome, and I just kind of want to show you some of the cool stuff that was being done. Now, these are all unofficial adventures. It says right inside the front here a little bit. Some ads, of course, for several different things. But it does say right in here that they're all unofficial supplements to the existing game systems. But they're all very, very interesting, and I think would be easily converted into any modern day version of these, and or a few other games as well too. And I'll show you what I mean by that. So in the first adventure, we have Moon Shadows. This is a Shadowrun adventure. The layout in this is very, very well done. The artwork and whoever did the graphic design on this was very, very knowledgeable what they were doing. The paper is nice, thick paper. It's very high quality. You can see a little bit of bleed through. It comes through on the camera very well, but you can see a little bit of bleed through from the page on the other side. But paper quality is very, very nice. It's held up all these years. This is actually a very, very nice condition. A little bit of scuffing around the staples here, but other than that, everything is in very nice shape. Have a quick flip through to show you some of the art and stuff. Again, this is a Shadowrun adventure. Got some great maps and stuff involved as well. I'm not sure what edition of Shadowrun this is. I'm guessing 1995 is probably like what, first edition, maybe second edition of Shadowrun. I'm not very well versed in Shadowrun, though I know a little bit about the universe and I have played a few times, but I'm not a historian when it comes to Shadowrun itself. Cast of characters, some stats and stuff for some NPCs here. Very well laid out. Nice dual column. I dig it. I think it's really, really fun. It's easy to read. Very nice layout. Again, more cool art. And the next adventure is called The Legend of the Long Knife. This is an Indiana Jones adventure, as you can see along here. This one takes place in Hawaii. It gives some very nice detail, background on the plot synopsis, and on Hawaii and some of the stuff that was going on, Japanese in the time period. Gives you some stats over here for some NPCs. Scene number 2, again, some ads, really cool classic t-shirts, licensed, I guess, from Shadowrun t-shirts here. One of my favorite, Cthulhu Tequila, the Illuminati, cool stuff. Very, very classic Games Workshop stuff up here. The Space Marine. We continue on with the Indiana Jones adventure. And what I really enjoy about this adventure is that at the end of it here, it tells you how to convert it to some other game systems. Now, of course, it's here. What was out currently in 1995, they're talking about, like, using hero games and stuff as well. But I think this would be really easy to convert to like a Pulp Cthulhu game, or any other type of pulp. Maybe even Hollow Earth Expedition would be kind of a cool one to run this as well too. You don't have to have Indiana Jones. It's just a very historical, archaeological kind of adventure. The next one is A Gift from the West. This is for MERP, Middle Earth Role Playing. I do have a copy of this. be kind of interesting to run this. Although I don't think it would be very hard to convert this over to the One Ring or Adventures in Middle Earth for 5th edition. Be pretty easy. It's got some cool stuff in here. It does talk about Narsil and some of the history behind the sword, and talks about Minas Tirith, and it's got some cool locations and stuff in here as well. Again, some more great artwork. It's a adventure for that. Journeying to Rivendell, so you get to go to Rivendell in there as well. Some cool stuff. Next is an adventure for Street Fighter, the role-playing game. I didn't know this even existed. I thought there was a rumor that there had once been one, but it never really was. It might have been a fan product or something. I didn't realize there was an actual Street Fighter role-playing game. And apparently it did fairly well, because in the opening paragraph here, it talks about having the Street Fighter, you needed a Street Fighter RPG to run this, as well as the Street Fighter Player's Guide for ninja fighting styles. And, let's see, there's another book in here. Oh yeah, Secrets of Shadowloo. So apparently there were several supplements for that as well too, as well as Player's Guide and stuff. So interesting. I might have to seek that out and see if it was cool. What I think would work really well for this one, Ninjas and Super Spies by Palladium Books, I think would run this perfectly. I think this would be a great adventure for that. Be a nice, easily converted over for that as well. It does look like Street Fighter, just from looking at some of the NPCs, was sort of maybe on the sort of like World of Darkness type thing. It looks like they had the dots here for how much number of dice you would roll. I'm assuming that's kind of what it looks like to me, like Vampire the Masquerade or Werewolf the Apocalypse, that kind of idea. Cool adventure. This one has a centerfold. This is the big adventure of the book. Has a nice big map of a Japanese house and the surrounding gardens and stuff as well too. Again, I think this piece of art here itself really invokes to me a sort of Ninjas and Super Spies game, and I think it would be easily converted over into that as well. Now this magazine also did include excuse me. This magazine also did include a few articles on collectible card games of the time, 1995 era. This I want to go into, by the way, before we get into the card games aspect of this. This is a great article for game masters on how to hook players into your game and into your adventures. Awesome article. Really, really well done. And at the back of this, it talks about a whole list of people who sent in their ideas on music that you can use during your game as well too. And these are all like letters from different people around the United States and Canada. Another ad there, and then we get into, this is the adventure for Cult, and never played Cult either, but I understand it was very, very awesome. I believe it came out of Germany or Denmark, can't remember, but that had a very, very decent following in its day as well. So that goes through that, and we've got a few of the things here for the card games now. Different variants on how to play. And then the very last adventure is for Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay. This is 1st edition, and it's called A Night at the Opera. And an ad for the 1st edition there. Very, very nice. Very good stuff there. And on the back of the magazine. So, just wanted to kind of give you a flip through this. I believe I'm going to put this up for sale. I think I might put this up for sale, and I'll put a link down below if I decide to do that. It's not something, I want somebody else to really enjoy it, somebody who would enjoy it. I don't feel like I would ever get to a lot of these adventures myself, although they are very awesome and again, easily transported into newer things. But I might put this up for sale, and if I do, I'll put a link into the area where I do put it up for sale. And I think that's it for today. So until next time, I'm Questwise, and we're out.